Hi, my name's Wilx, and this is episode 15 of FTP Continuum. Well, today we're going to make some Signalum and set ourselves up for Enderium and Lumium. We're going to place down an improved blast furnace, but this time we'll pay attention to the white lines and the red lines like I should have last time. We're going to make a chemical reactor so we can make some ender eyes. We're going to make some ender electron tubes so we can make some upgrade kits for the thermal machines. We're going to make a black hole tank. We're going to make a fluid dictionary converter so that we can change some mob essence over to essence of knowledge and feed that into an energetic infuser with a flux reconstruction augment so we can repair some graphite electrodes. We'll take a look at that B armor from before and a few other odds and ends. Okay. So let's get started right away, especially on some of the things that might take some time. So this is a fluid crafter. So other than the machine frame, which most of these machines I'm making today are using machine frames, but we've seen how to make them before. I made them on camera. So it's just buckets and a gold gear. And Magnum Crucible, which I've made before. And let's go down and get started with that. I meant to move those signs over. I'll have to do that. All right, so we're going to place down our Magnum Crucible right there and our fluid crafter right there. Okay, so we'll turn you off for just now. And you're okay. All right, and both of those are going to need... You need power. Do you need power? No, you might not. Okay. That's the guy there. I called him Signalum. You get power. All right. Now, the way this works, let's say for Signalum, we need 3 copper, 1 silver, and 10 redstone. If we were doing Lumium, we'd need 3 tin, 1 silver, 1 glowstone block. Now, when I say redstone and glowstone block, we need to turn them into fluids. Well, the bottom one's always fluids. Then for Enderium, it's 3 lead, 1 platinum, 4 ender pearls. So to make this easy for ourselves, since we're dealing with fluids, we don't want to have to deal with buckets of fluids. We're going to use a fluid crafter. So to do that, we're going to first off take, since I need 3 copper, I'm going to use 3 stacks of copper and a stack of silver. And we'll put them into our crafting grid here. Like this. And then I've already made one destabilized redstone bucket here. And we'll put that in there. And then we'll lock the inventory. That will allow it to start crafting stuff. Ooh, I know what I didn't do. I didn't have any way to move it over to this. Okay. I forgot something. And to do that, oh, we got it right there. I'll just move this one out of the way for a sec. And we will take one of these guys, because it doesn't need to be particularly quick. And I don't want it to bother taking up a channel. And put that there. Because this doesn't have any real control, like no push or pull or anything like that. Okay, and so far so good. Then over here, we're going to set you up so that you output to that side, auto output enabled. And up in this chest, I've got 10 stacks of redstone. And we're going to put a insert and auto insert enabled. So it's going to suck down the redstone, come in here, turn it into fluid. The fluid's going to get moved over to here. It needs a whole, it gets 100 millibuckets at a time. It needs a whole bucket of it, so 10 of those to craft anything. And then when it finishes crafting it, it's going to push it into here. All right, but that's going to take a little while. See how bloody slow that thing is? So let's go all the way up and take a look at up here. Now, one thing I didn't get placed last time, because I was kind of in a hurry, and we're not in a hurry this time, is we're going to put down our improved blast furnace. Because it was kind of part of the quest, but didn't seem to be necessary. I needed the crusher instead, not really this thing. So I already set the thing up. We'll click like that. Now, notice when I go on to if I go on the hopper, nothing shows up. Go on to these blocks. Notice the white lines around all of them. That means that block goes in each square where there's a white line. And I should have been paying attention to them last time. And this was pointed out to me by both Less Evil and Efficiency 6. So let's place them down everywhere where there are white lines. Mind you, I don't need this thing for this particular machine because it's so easy. I could just do it anyways. Oh, and what I didn't show you is, I'll show it to you now. If I took one of those out, and then we put something else in there, I don't know if it's going to care if it's a block that's not part of the correct thing. Yeah, see how it's done in red? Going, this block doesn't belong here. So if I'd paid attention to the red lines and the white lines, I would have had a much easier time placing it all last time. Especially on something that was complicated enough to matter. This is not. There we go. Now the other thing we got to place down are the preheaters. So we'll place one there. So it joins up. We point into this thing again. Place it there. And we get our preheaters and our furnace is all set up. All right, that's done. Let's come down, go down twice. Now, something else that was pointed out to me that I did wrong from last episode. On our quests here, notice there's an engineer's blueprint for arc furnace electrodes. And I never claimed that last time. And what we do is we come over here and we take that out of there. And now we can pull that out. You got to take this out first before you can pull that out. And we put our arc furnace electrodes one in there. See it showing the electrodes. And I made some more of these off camera. And we'll put those in here. And as you can see, we're making integrity 100s instead of the 50s like last time. This is the right way to do it, not the way I did it last time. And there, that is done. But we don't need them for right now, so I'll just put them back in there. All right. What's next? Come up here. Our chemical reactor. So for that, we've got invar plates, advanced electronic circuits. There's an extractor up there, and a compressor there. We made all of those on camera before. So that is our chemical reactor. This is just sand, so I made some sandstone. Let's go down here. And we are going to need some Endstone. So the way we're doing it is this tank already had resident ender in it. We were using it to craft other things before. So I just put one of these things on, attach it to a fluid transposer. Power happened to be there, so that's why it's up there. And we're going to throw in our sandstone. And the sandstone is going to suck up this and all turn into endstone and end up down here. So let's come over here and we'll deal with our chemical reactor. Chemical reactor, we'll place it right there. Ooh, I need those guys. Oh, I'll bet you I don't have any left. Or do I? No, I don't. Okay, so we need a stack of tin. One stack will do. And we put our stack of tin in here. And it starts doing its thing. Come on, one more. Thanks. Okay. And then we'll come down here. Oh, and it needs power. There's our chemical reactor. Create power. Okay. You have power now. And the way this thing works is if we... Well, actually, I should show you so that you're going along with me at the same speed. All right, so if we want to make any kits for the thermal foundation machines, then we're going to need Enderium Ender Electron tubes. To make Ender Electron tubes, we're going to need Ender eyes and Endstone. Ender eyes go in a chemical reactor with blaze powder and ender pearls. Blaze powder, ender pearls, and we had all those in there, so it was really, really fast. It wasn't the 2 seconds or whatever that it said it was going to be. So we made those. We'll come over here. Almost done, but not quite yet. We do need it all before we go anywhere else. Can that thing be sped up? Oh yeah, again, it's augments, and we've got to, that's what we're making, is the ability to do augments. Okay. Come over here, and we put these things in here. Those things there. Oh, and it's going to need glass. I don't have glass on me. I think 2 will be enough. Because it never seems to save the glass. It always seems to use it all up. But this thing's pretty quick. And so that it doesn't continue to draw power. Not that I give a damn about power anymore. Okay, and we'll come over here, and no, we're not on that yet. Where are we? Here? There. All right, so we're going to put 3 of them there. 3 of them there. 3 of them there. And, oh, Signalum. We haven't got our Signalum yet. Well, we really don't have our Signalum. We haven't even put it in this thing yet. Oh, it's down 1 more. That'll be plenty. Yeah, as you can see, last time they were an integrity of 50%, going downhill from there. All right, so that's going to take a minute to make the Signalum before we move on. So let's see, was there something else we could work on? All right, we can do this. So, computer monitor. That's pretty easy. Aluminum, bone meal, glass pane. I've made a few of these before, but not on screen. Obviously there's one there. Aluminum plates and data orbs. Data orbs I've made before. They're fairly complicated, but not that bad. But keep in mind they do take an iridium to make them. And that gives us a digital chest. So take the digital chest, we place it down in here. More data orbs. Highly advanced machine frames. Not that hard to make, but definitely, whoops. Not that hard to make, but definitely expensive. And then a compressor and the digital chest we already had. So that's a quantum chest. We take the quantum chest, put it over here. So this black hole tank was fairly expensive, but it holds a lot of fluids. But mind you, none of those materials are materials that I care about. I've got lots of all of them. So that's our black hole tank. Next up, we've got our fluid dictionary converter. This allows you to change from one type of fluid to another so long as the OR dictionary is the same. So that works when we're talking about things like the mob essence from industrial foregoing, or the thermal foundation essence of knowledge, or the OpenBlocks liquid XP. Liquid XP is what you drink if you wanted to get experience on your character. We're going to need the essence of knowledge for what we're doing now. And I'm only producing the mob essence at this point, so we need to convert it. Fairly straightforward stuff. We need an energetic infuser, which is pretty simple. Lead gear, redstone transmission coil, redstone reception coil. They're made in the EFAB. Copper gear, more machine frames. More and more machine frames. Oh, for this guy, yeah, we need something a little different. We're going to have to wait till we've got our Enderium. Not Enderium, Signalum. That's plenty for what we want. Okay, so for this, notice that I have upgrade to the advanced machine casings there. That gives it full heat. We're going to use 2 of these and 8 of those. And that makes us hardened glass. And then we're going to come over here with our hardened glass. Where was it? This one? Yeah. And that gives us our augment for Flux Reconstruction. I'll come back down here because we weren't finished with that. We're going to put 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so these were all basically the same. Redstone servos are made in the EFAB. This was Invar, Electrum, and Signalum. Not Lumium, Electrum. And then we made a bunch of those. I need 1 less, actually. I only need 8. All right. And so what are we doing from here? We are going downstairs. We're going to set up down here. So we need the black hole tank first, then the fluid dictionary converter, then the energetic infuser. Yes, that order. So black hole tank goes there. For now, we're going to have the black hole tank. Oh, this guy's not... I moved him and forgot to set up the extract. Black hole tank, I'm putting it on an insert for now till we empty out this drum, but then it's going to change to the export when it's done. And we're going to move this guy over. And put him on here. Got to turn that down so it's now being fed in there. Because this thing was over half full, and that was only one episode. So I needed something bigger for the essence, and I could potentially use this stuff for all sorts of things. So, all right. Oh, and this thing, black hole tank doesn't need power or anything, so it didn't matter. Okay. This guy here. We'll turn you off for now. I don't want it sucking up anything I don't want it to. So we want you to get essence. That's the mob essence. And we want to turn it into essence of knowledge. That's good. Okay. And then we're going to take and put a fluid transfer node on here. Because this thing is kind of dumb in the way that it gets fluids. Like if I put, let's see, a blue, that's an input of hardware or something. Oh, hold it. Before we even do that, let's do our upgrades. So we'll go one of those, one of those, one of those, and two of those. I'll show you what I was doing there. So on the augments, we've got that in there, and that in there. And it added this fluid tank in here. But the funny part, what I had trouble with trying to figure out is when we go to configure it, nothing configures the tank. So what does work is just forcing the fluid in like that. And I don't think this is going to matter at all, but we're going to make sure that you only come out that way. And that for the input is only coming in from the bottom. Oh, and the top. No. That one's getting from the top. This is not. Now we're going to set this up so that... Oh, we should have named that. Because this could get confusing. Come on, get down on the hole. There we go. I hope that's the... No, it's... Yeah, I don't know what happens there. But that's not the thing that I just named. Okay. I don't know why it is. So let's try something here. I got ahead of myself there. So we're going to take this wrench, and hopefully we're going to save all our configuration. Damn it. You stupid beast. Okay. Fluid dictionary converter. Now it's connecting. I don't get what happens, why that goes away. I'm sure if I tested it and looked at it a little bit longer, I'd figure it out. But so you need create an insert. you need that. Okay. That's fine. Now, as you can see, it's connected. At what point in time does it decide it doesn't want to be connected? It's still connected. It's still connected. Huh, I don't know why that goes away. And it's sucking up the knowledge of essence now. And still got all its augments. All right. And we'll give this guy, which is the one on the end now, what are you called? Energetic? You're the dictionary, okay. Well, there's our energetic. And the energetic only needs power. Do we still show the... Do we still show the dictionary? I don't get it. Why did it go away before? All right, so now in there, what we can do, and this is a suggestion by, who was it? Shadra, that you could use that thing that way to repair these electrodes. So you can see it is being repaired. And it works. Okay. Oh, and shoutouts that I forgot to give when it came to using the blueprints for the electrodes. That was Less Evil, Efficiency 6, Pixie Ninja 23, and Piot Scamrock. I'm not sure how to pronounce the last name. But that's what I wanted to show you. We can do the repairs on those things. Oh, and we made a bunch of upgrades because this thing is way too slow. So you get one of those, one of those, one of those, and 1, 2, 3 of those. And now it's way faster. And that will make it through the stuff. And I make a whole pile of... I don't want to keep coming back and making this stuff. I've got lots of all of the above. Well, actually, tin's the only one I'm kind of short of right now. But even that I'm clearing up. Because tin, I now have... Oh, I've got quite a bit of tin. There's 10,000 there that I haven't turned into ingots. And I still have, well, I've only got 208 ingots up there, so I'm going to have to start making ingots again sometime soon. All right. Something else I want to do just before we end this episode is come over here, take a look at our B armor finally. So as you can see, we're 100% on each of these for the armor. So, well, I had 6 on my chest before, now I got 9, 2, etc. So much better armor. I filled in all my little armor slots there. And I'm going to enchant it. I'll do that off camera though and show you what enchants I did for it. Not that I really need armor at this particular moment. I'm not doing anything that really needs it. Okay, one other thing I want to go over just before I end the episode. I had this conversation with somebody in the comments, and I don't know about you, but I have to go back and take a look at my own episodes once in a while to remember how I did something. Like, let's say I was trying to remember how to set up the fluid dictionary converter, or I was trying to do something else that was in one of my episodes. And so I wanted to go back and look at it and figure out which episode it was in. Now, I try to do as well as I can for the title, but there's never enough room for all the things I did in an episode in the title. So what I do for each episode is in the description, I put down sort of point form all the different things I covered in the episode. So if you're trying to find the right episode, I make it a lot easier for you. And I thought you might find that useful. And a lot of people hadn't noticed that it was there because I don't think any other YouTuber out there does that for you. So let me know if you think that's useful. Another thing you can do is if for the titles you think there was on any of the episodes, not just this one, but any of the episodes before, that I should have deliberately put something else in the name that I didn't, that was more important to you because that's what you were searching for. Let me know. And I might change the title if I think that's something other people would be looking for too. Because I bump into that every once in a while. I'll be looking for something myself and go, I don't see it in any of the titles. Or I might even forget to put something in the description. Or didn't include it in the wording that you wanted. Like I might have called it Fluid Dictionary Converter, but I didn't mention anything about mob essence or essence of knowledge or something like that. And you would have liked to see those names in the description. So if you think there's anything missing from it that would have helped you search and find things, let me know. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you got something worthwhile of it. Go out there and have some fun. Thanks.